Welcome to Pool Opening 2021, Part 13. This is going to be dropping in Robot. This didn't work out exactly the way I planned. If you take a look, the pool is in even worse shape than it was the other day. And the reason why is we had a freak storm last night. You can even see on top of that guy's roof, just to the left of that covering, which is a patio heater, there's a branch on top of his roof. That rolled through here out of nowhere and blew everything around. It's there's tons of leaves. What I was going to do is actually manually vacuum it one more time while the conditions were right, and now there's just so much in here, and I'm like, this is not gonna. So we're gonna have to robotize this, and that's that. So let's get them hooked up. I think I want to get rid of that floaty thing there. Let's do that first. What I'm talking about. This is the kind of storm that we had. And another interesting thing is whatever tree this is off of, the white things, whatever these are, that it grows, all end up in the pool, and that's what's on the surface. The water is just above the top of the skimmers because I was going to vacuum and it didn't end up working out that way. So here we are. Let's hook up Robot. This thing blooms? I didn't know it had flowers on it. They're quite fragrant as well. Huh. Well, I don't like it because that grew in. That was not there just a month ago. And it grew in like wildfire. That's great. All right, nothing special to do. Just gonna shut everything off. I'll turn the switch for Robot's plump on. The solar is on, but I'm gonna lock it on manual test. We're gonna go drain that so we get a big air pocket. I'm gonna have a repair video, maybe. This is all wet. Maybe you can see. It's leaking now, so that's nice. The more you play with it, the worse it gets. It's been leaking for a couple of years, but never quite this bad. It's getting to the point now where we probably need a new one. So it should be 6 bolts and some luck, maybe. Drain out the solar. This way it'll be drained. Okay, that's drained enough. I only drain the solar out just so you can get to hear all the air. That's the only reason. There's no need to do that. But just so we get that really cool sound. The grass needs to be mowed. I'm aware of that, and in fact, as soon as I get done with this, I'm going to go ahead and mow. See, the bag is not filled with leaves and grass and debris like a certain Fantwerp's mower from last year? That's strange. I never heard of that. Hopefully it'll be alright. Gee, that's really weird. Anyway, we're going to drop in Robot. His little adjustable anus is aimed correctly. I've already checked that. Try try to do as straight as possible. I used to put some fluoride on this. And then I found that it would grow in size. It would get a lot larger. So anyway, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to plug it in. I never did tighten this fitting, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, right in, no problem. And we'll release without any problem. So I was able to plug that in, or screw that in, without using the EBFPs. Alright, robot's in, sitting on his tail, but I think he'll figure that out. Let's go turn it on. Okay, time to turn it on and wait for that awesome sound. Both pumps at once. Has to pump everything through, fill up the solar. This is bumping around. That means the air is going through. Oh good, now we get to hear it. Getting close. Yes! Love that. Strangely enough, there's moisture there. This was Teflon, really good. Maybe because of the rain, but I doubt it. I don't know. Probably leaking, but otherwise, no actual drip so far. Let's go see what Robot's doing. Oh no! He's floating away! I think the reversing valve is open. He's robotizing. I can't see in the screen, so I'm not sure where he is. I think I see him now. Going on the wall. Okay, he likes going in circles on the wall. It's kicking up the green it to help get that filtered out. That will settle. That's why I wanted to manually vacuum, but there's just too many other leaves and that. It's just gonna let him suck that up. This is all the red tree shit. So the good part about that is it's kind of lightweight stuff. But yeah, let him run around, do his thing. And he's climbing up the wall here. Keeps kind of going this way a little bit. Well, maybe not. Maybe he got some of them leaves. But we'll let him run around and do his thing. And that's it. It's pretty much some more of letting Robot run, letting the filter run, manually vacuuming once in a great while, get rid of more of the greenite, backwashing, putting in shock, putting in chlorine tab. Oops. Yeah, in case anybody didn't know, 2021, there is a national chlorine shortage. So all of this work I just did, I'm fucked because I'm out of chlorine tabs, and they are made now of unobtainium. Basically, there were two major contributing factors to this. There are three manufacturers in the US that make these chlorine tablets. One, forget the name of the company, is located in Louisiana, and that entire factory burned down. So now there's two left, and they can't pick up the slack of the third company, so everybody in America can have their chlorine tablets for their pool. Basically, this is like the toilet paper shortage, but now we have the chlorine tab shortage. And a few other things arose from this. First and foremost was, if you could get chlorine tabs, the price has doubled already. And probably it's not going to end. It's probably going to go even higher than that. Any place that sells these things have limited you to buying one container, and that's that. But right now, like the toilet paper, it's unobtainium. You can't get it. You cannot get it at all. So that's great. It's going to turn green. All that work for nothing. This just happened in May, early May, and I didn't even know about it till a couple days ago. I tried to order, and it's like, nope, sorry, too slow. I'm like, that fast, huh? That's scary. The other problem that I really am more concerned about than the actual factory burning down, because that's, I don't know what caused the fire or how it happened or anything like that, but it did, okay? That's fire over the water instead of under the bridge, whatever you want to call it. The other thing is they're blaming it on Calderona. Okay, this started like a while ago, and every company has been blaming everything on Calderona. Here we are, like 2 years later almost now, a year and a half later, and they're still blaming Calderona. I don't fucking think so, okay? That excuse worked then. It's over now. A lot of places you don't have to wear masks anymore. I'm not saying the pandemic is done, but we're a lot closer, and they're still using it as an excuse. That's bullshit, is what that is. And I really dislike that. If they said it's because the factory burned down and they can't pick up the slack, well, now they're using COVID. It's because they said that, and they laid off all of these people, or fired all of these people, and they said, oh, look at that. We've been getting by without those 100 employees who lost their job. Looks like we're not going to hire them back, and we're going to make more profit. That's what happened. So now everybody has to suffer. Another thing we had to talk about was the blue shirt. How does this happen? Well, first of all, I actually have a spot on it here. I don't know if you can see. I was mowing the front yesterday. Got a little dirty doing that. But I have Jay's laundromat, so it gets it out. But how does this shirt stay so nice after all these years? I have 100 of them? No, it's actually just this one shirt. That's all I have. Is it as nice as it used to be? No, it's just that I don't really wear it any other time of the year. So that's that. And there's one last thing I want to talk about before we go and wrap the series up. In, I believe it was part 4 of this series, when I was trying to get everything to work, and there was a lot of air in the pump, and it didn't want to clear, Andrew G had commented, and he said that the East Skimmer valve didn't look as closed as the West Skimmer. So here's a screenshot from that video, and you can see right there that the leftmost valve, the East Skimmer, indeed is cracked open just a shade compared to the West Skimmer. I didn't notice that, but Andrew G did, and I can't prove that it's true that that's why, because it's sort of, you know, it's a done deal. That was a once and done thing. But by the same token, I really don't doubt that. And unlike a certain fan twerp, I give credit where credit is due. So I thank you, Andrew G, for commenting about that and pointing that out, because I didn't even notice that, and it's my own stuff. Great eye on that. So thank you very much, and I'm going to try, pardon, I will put my best foot forward. Don't want to say try when we're talking about a certain fan twerp. Might get offended. I'm going to put my best foot forward to ensure that these other valves are closed fully when the pump is trying to catch prime. So there. Thank you, Andrew G, for that. So while the water is getting cloudier, Robot certainly is doing his job. The pool looks 100 times better already. That's pretty impressive. And like I said, the green that he's kicking up in that is going to filter out. The rest is going to settle to the bottom. I'll probably vacuum 1 or 2 more times just to get as much as I can of that out. The skimmers, as soon as I backwash, the water level will be below that, and they'll suck all this stuff up. And pretty soon I'm going to empty Robot's bag and get as many of the leaves out of here as I can. So in not much more time, the pool will be absolutely perfect. At this point, it's not the cleanest in the world, but I don't think anybody would be that squeamish about swimming in it at this point, so it's probably ready. So that's going to wrap up pool opening for 2021. Certainly nowhere near as bad as in previous years, but could have been a lot better. And now that we have the chlorine plague going on, where you can't even get that kind, I don't even know what's going to happen. I do have shock, but chlorine tabs I can't get, and I don't know what's going to happen with that, so we're just going to have to play it by ear. Might have to go bromine. That's another option. So thank you very much for watching this series. I know a lot of you pool twerps out there look for this every year. Yeah, it happens every year. I happen to open the pool every year. It's just one of those things. Figure I'll take you along for the ride. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.